Hey everybody, this is Lisa Freeman here from stampingwithlisa.com, and I'm coming to you live on Saturday night for Date Night with Lisa. So hopefully you guys are ready for a fun video. I didn't post this ahead of time because I kept waiting for my neighbor to bring my lawnmower back because he was fixing it today and it's been sitting in his driveway, and I kept thinking he was going to bring it over anytime, and I was waiting and waiting, and he's outside, and I'm like, he's probably going to show up right in the middle of this video. And I'm going to be like, I can't answer the door, so. Anyway, let me get my computer going and see if I'm live. I see Tracy and Susan are watching. How you guys doing tonight? It's a beautiful day here in Chesapeake. I think I'm turning red. I don't know why. I'm so worried my neighbor's going to come over right in the middle of this video. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. All right, we got live. Yay. All right, Melinda, hey, how are you? All right, we're doing good tonight. So I'm gonna make this beautiful card. I don't know if you can see it because the light's kind of, the glare is on it. But it's so beautiful. I just spent the last like 4 hours trying to make this card because I had no idea what to do today. So I have classes coming up on Tuesday and I have all my stuff set aside for that. So I couldn't use any of those sets. So I'm like, what set can I use that I haven't used lately? So I saw this pine cone card that Tammy Wilson did. She's another demonstrator who is on the artisan team for Stampin' Up, and she does amazing stuff. And so she gave me an idea. So I kind of copied her colors and stuff for this card. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Deb. How are you guys doing? So anyway, I want to show it to you, so I'm going to turn the camera down. I keep fixing my glasses. There's such a glare on there. I can't see very good. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night, and you want to join me for the next maybe 20 minutes. Hey, Carol. And while we do this video, and let me turn it down. Hold on one second. We're going to go down. Okay. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. All right. Do we have it good? I think I forgot to turn my microphone up. Let me get that real quick. Okay, so this is the card we're making. I noticed we're really crooked tonight. Let me take this out of the way. Are we straight? Do we look straight on there? Finally caught me live. Hey, Deb. How are ya? All right, so we've got everybody on. Good, we've got a good crowd tonight. So this is the card. I don't know if you can see all the sparkle on it. I used the Be Dazzling paper on here, and I colored it. So this was colored with Coastal Cabana. This one I didn't color at all. And I used soft sea foam, Coastal Cabana, and gray granite for the colors. This is an embossing folder that I used on that pumpkin card about maybe, I don't know, a week or so ago. That one that was kind of orangey colored. It is a Christmas one. It comes in the Merriest, I'll show you. Merriest, what is it called? Merriest Frames Hybrid Embossing Folder. So this is what it looks like. It comes like this with the frame. I actually covered the frame with this, which is, I think this white piece right here I cut out was from Color and Contour Bundle. It has these frames in there. I'm not positive, but I had a bunch of them sitting on the table because one of my wonderful downline cut them out for me ahead of time. So I had them sitting there and I thought, oh, that would fit perfect over there. So this is what it looks like. If you find it in the catalog, it's on page 43 in the mini catalog, the holiday mini, right here, page 43. And it comes with the dies too. So it's a bundle with the dies and the embossing folder together. We're also using, hold on, let me find it, the pine cones, which they come in the Painted Christmas bundle. So it comes with 2 sets. I just have this one, but now I have to get this one because I just saw some really cool stuff with this one. So I'm using the Christmas season bundle, which is this stamp set right here. And when you first look at it, I'm like, oh, it was okay. But it's a distinctive stamp set. So that means it's like really cool looking and gives you that realistic 3D look when you stamp it. So when I first used it, I was like, oh, I love it, love it, love it. I'm also using the Poinsettia Dies for this little piece right here. I was looking for something to put behind the pine cone. So this was in the Poinsettia Dies that are from last year. So we've got the pine cones, the dies that go with that, the embossing folder, Merriest Frames, and that comes with the dies too, the Merriest Frames dies, and the Poinsettia dies. So you need all that stuff for this card. So this is like a $500 card. But if you get all that stuff, you get the Be Dazzling stuff, for the paper, for free. And you could probably get like, I don't know, 3 packs of it. And it's still available, which I'm shocked. I cannot believe this is not sold out yet. Because I thought for sure it'd be gone like the first couple weeks, like everything else that I love. Alright, so here is the stuff that you need to make it. You need a piece of the Be Dazzling paper, a piece of white scrap paper, a 5.5 by 8.5 white piece. Hey Gwen. Hey Stephanie. A piece of 5 1/4 by 4 gray granite, and then this little die cut, which I think is from Color and Contour, I'm not positive. You need about 4 by 2 3/4 of white for cutting that out ahead of time. And then I've got some ribbon. I've got 2 pieces of linen thread, and I don't know how much I cut, but enough to do a bow. And I've also got a piece of the, I think it's Coastal Cabana ribbon. Let me look. It is Pool Party ribbon, and it is the sheer Pool Party ribbon. So we're using that. So everybody get a screenshot of that real quick, and then I'm gonna take everything off. And the bedazzling paper, I did color it again. You know, I love to color this stuff. You can use it plain, but this one I colored half with Coastal Cabana and half is plain. So this is the regular color. This is the Coastal Cabana. So all I did, just like I did the other ones with the pumpkin, I took my ink pad and just took my blending brush. I can't remember if this is the one that's juicy or not. Hold on. One of them's really juicy and one's not. Yeah, this one is. Alright, so you want to have a pad that's pretty juiced up. Alright, so you just dab it in there, and then you just tap it all over. And you can rub it, but I think it might rub off some of the little sparkles if you rub it too hard. So I like to tap it, and it just gives it that really pretty color. And you can do this with any color you want, but the darker colors work better. And then I just kind of go over it real quick and smooth it out. So that gives you that beautiful color, and it's so fast and easy, dries right away. It doesn't get on your fingers or anything. So that's how I did that. And then I punched these out, these things right here. Whoops. I punched these out with this, which is the die from the Poinsettia dies. So that was easy. I just put them right on there and punched out a bunch. And I have some in the Coastal Cabana. So that's the Coastal Cabana, and that's the plain, I think. Wait a minute. Nope, those are both Coastal Cabana. Here's a plain one. So I don't know if you can see the difference when they're punched out, but this one is more gold, and that is more like bluish green. So hopefully you can see the difference there. Hey, Mary. First time catching me live. All right. From Connecticut. All right. So that's how you do that. And you just punch those out. You do have to go through twice. I went forwards and backwards, and then it just pops right out really easily. So that's pretty quick and easy. All right. Not a whole lot of stamping on here. We're going to stamp on this piece first. And I'm going to use this little leaf. This is from that Christmas season set. And I got something on it. I don't know what that is, but we're not going to worry about it. All right, the key is to stamp off. So you want to stamp off and then stamp on really light. So you just get a lighter version of that green because it's too dark to do it full strength. And then put another one in the opposite corner. So you get that pretty light, and that's all we need for that one. Oops, I just got my finger in it. I was running around most of the day, and then I got home and I'm like, I gotta get something ready for my video. I have no idea. Some days it just comes to me like so easily, and other days it takes me forever. And today was one of those days. Alright, so just stamp this off, and you're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna do it in the opposite corner and stamp off on that one. Whoops, I don't think I got it good and inked. And there you go. So that looks like a mess right there, but we're going to cover all that with the pine cones. So that's that for Coastal Cabana. And then we're going to do our pine cones. Those are in gray granite. And we're going to do that on a scrap piece. So we've got a scrap piece. And you need 3 of those. So we're going to do the first one. This is the one. There's 2-step stamping. So the one that's like the bigger one, that's the one that should be the lighter one. The smaller one, that's a little bit more detailed. That's the darker one. So we're going to stamp off on this one. And then stamp on our paper. Stamp off. I don't know why it has that little dark spot on there. Oops, that didn't ink up very good. Alright, so you need 3 of those, and then we're going to do 3 on top of it. And this I'm going to do full strength. So just go right on top. And right on top of that one. And right on top of that one. So we've got 3 of those, and then I just ran them through the die cutting machine with the little die, because it has one that matches perfect. So you just put that on there, and I use washi tape to hold it down, and then I punched out all 3 of those. And then magically, I have all this stuff punched out. So, oh, and I also did this embossing folder ahead of time. So this is what the embossing folder looks like when you run it through. Isn't it beautiful? And I did this in gray granite too. So that's what it started like this plain piece of paper, ran it through, and it came out that beautiful. So I just love what you can do with these embossing folders. They're so pretty. Oh, and then I want to do inside the card too. So I'm going to do the pine cone inside the card. So again, we're going to take this one and stamp it off. And do one. Oops, that didn't come out very good. And stamp another one. It's alright, it'll be covered up by the other part. And you won't even tell. See? Pretty good, pretty good. We need some little speckles or something in there. Cover up my little boo-boo. Alright, so then I took this one and I sponged it with the gray granite. So I just dabbed it in here, dab it off a little bit, and just sponge around the edges. And it's not going to make a huge difference, but it does really make it pop. So if I had one that wasn't done and I held it up next to this one, you would see the difference. But you just want to go right around the edge. Anybody do anything exciting today? I met my daughter for brunch this morning. She's in town for the weekend. She's staying with her father though, so I just get to see her like for a little bit. Because his house is more fun than my house. He has a pool and everything. I don't have a pool anymore. Plus I had to get this done and I had a bunch of stuff to do today. But she's going to stay with me in a couple weeks because my birthday's coming up in about 1 month. I want to be 56. I can't believe it. I'm getting close to 60. That's like hard to believe. I don't feel like I'm that old. I'm a senior citizen now, but it's so funny when you think about your age and then you think back to when your parents were that age and you're like, they were just so old when they were in their 50s. And you're in your like 20s. And you look back at them, how they looked back then, and now you look at yourself and you're thinking, I don't look that old at all. I think maybe, I don't know, 50 is the new 40 or something. Alright, so now we're going to put it together. And, oh, I wanted to sponge this too. So I'm going to put a little bit of that gray on here too. Actually, I probably should do, let me do Coastal Cabana instead. I think I like that better. So I'm just going to add a little Coastal Cabana to this. I had the gray granite on the other one, but I think I want some more blue instead of gray. I think that'll look better. Oh, that looks pretty. It looks pretty. Pretty, pretty. Alright. I did a bow ahead of time just in case I couldn't get it on camera because sometimes I get nervous. And now I've lost some of my stuff. Oops. There we go. Alright. So we're going to glue this together. These two pieces. And the green glue always works better if you have something that is embossed. The regular tape doesn't stick all that well. Hey, Diane. Alright, so I think I'm going to put it this way. So I was trying to think of a story for today, and I forgot the other day I was telling about the story about the cashier, and then the story about me with the guy with the umbrella, who I'd like to run into again. I might have to start hanging out at the Food Lion now. But there's another story on K-Love that was really good and almost made me cry. So I'll tell you about that one while I'm putting this together. And I'm going to put this on just with glue too. So this is just going to go straight down with the glue. So the other story on K-Love was there was this guy who was sitting in a restaurant eating, and this little boy comes in, not really little boy, but like a teenager, like 13 or 14 years old. And he wants to buy some lunch, and so he orders some stuff, and then the cashier tells him how much it is, and he didn't have enough money, so he was like trying to take something off so he would have enough money. And the guy was sitting there watching, and he came over and he said he added like 4 or 5 things to the order and then paid for it. And the boy tried to give him the money that he had, and he's like, no. He said, I want to pay for it. And he said, I don't want you to pay for it at all. He said, because, you know, a bunch of years ago when he was younger, he was in the same situation, and he didn't have enough money for food or anything. And somebody helped him, so he was kind of paying it forward. And he told the boy, he said, just remember, things will get better. And, oh, I got to cut this real quick. I'm going to cut these off because I don't want them poking out. And the girl on the radio told the story much better than I did. But, you know, so if you ever see somebody when you're out, like eating or in the grocery store or something, and they don't have enough money, and you are in a situation where you're able to help, you know, I've done it several times myself. I did it at the Dollar Tree one day because I had a bunch of stuff for my stamping classes, and I usually have about 25 people each time I do classes. I have 3 classes at like in a week or a day, well, not in 2 days, and I have maybe like 7 people at each class. So I always buy about 20 or 25, you know, things of everything that I get. And so I was at Dollar Tree and I was buying all this stuff up. I'm gonna put this one on with the green glue. And so I had a cart full, I mean a really big cart full. And you know, at Dollar Tree, you can get a lot for $1. So I had like notebooks and little frame things, those little canvas frames, and a whole bunch of candy, bags of candy, like those little peach Haribo things I did a video with. I'm gonna put this one right down at the bottom corner. Just hold that for a second. So my cart was overflowing, and luckily I got in line. There was nobody in front of me, and I unload everything onto the conveyor belt thing, and the lady starts ringing it up. And about that time, somebody walked up behind me, and it was this lady, and she only had like 6 things, and I felt really bad, but the lady had already started ringing me up, and I was like, oh. So I just sat there talking to her, and she was so nice. And I said, I'm really sorry, you know, I just got so much stuff. And I told her, you know, what I was doing. And she goes, wow, that sounds like fun. And we were talking about, you know, crafting and stuff. And the lady, it was this older lady ringing me up. And instead of doing like, you know, across that scanner thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it literally took her at least 10 minutes to check me out. I'm going to put this one, the gold one, right in the middle. And have that sticking up just a little bit. So it took extra long, and then I really felt bad. So when she was almost done, I said, just go ahead and ring all that lady's stuff up too, which was only like $6. So it wasn't like a ton, but that lady was like so excited. She said, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So, I mean, just doing something little like that really makes somebody's day. So the thing is, you just got to spread some kindness around, because nowadays we just don't have enough. All right, so put a little dot on the back of those, and then this one I'm going to put this way. And let them sit. Whoops, that one's not set yet. Let it sit for just a minute. Uh-oh. We are having difficulties. My screen just went away. Hold on a minute. Hopefully I'm still live. Are you guys still there? Let me refresh and see. Okay, I think I'm still here. Ugh, this internet drives me insane. Okay. Hopefully you guys didn't miss that. It went away for a minute and said the video ended, but it looks like I'm still live, so hopefully you guys didn't miss anything. Alright, so I'm going to put this one of these on with just glue, and then the rest with dimensionals. So hopefully you didn't miss my story about the Dollar Tree, because that was a good one. froze for a couple seconds. Okay, that's good. Did y'all miss any of the story? Do I need to repeat something? Oh, I wanted to tell you also, I was checking my reports today, and I am about $3,000 away from getting the Stampin' Up! Cruise for next year. So, I'm going to have some kind of big special. I've already got a special going on this month, that for every $50 you order, you get entered into a drawing to win a mini Stampin' Cut emboss machine. I need to cut these. And I'm also giving away a $50 gift card. So I think I'm going to add a little bit to that just to make sure that I get that trip, because I've only got less than 3 weeks left to earn it. So I think what I'm going to do is give away another $50 gift card to the person that orders the most this month. So if you order the most, you automatically win the gift card. Well, not a gift card, it's a gift certificate from me. So you'll just get $50 worth of stuff for free. So that's my extra bonus. And if you're watching tonight, you get in on it. So make your wish list. It is celebration time. So you also, in addition to getting that entered into the drawing for the emboss machine, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and the $50 gift card, or gift certificate. I don't know why I keep saying gift card. It's celebration, so you get a free celebration item, like this Be Dazzling paper, which is my favorite thing in there. Well, actually the dahlias are probably my favorite thing. This is my second favorite thing though. And I wish they would both stay because I'm going to miss them both terribly. I meant to put this one underneath because I messed it up a little bit. That's alright. We'll put it this way and the ribbon will cover it. Alright, so now you guys get to watch me put some color on here. So I've got the gray, and I'm just going to tap this on here and get a little bit of sprinkles. I think I need something harder to tap it on. Let's try this. Yeah, that works better. So you get a little bit of the gray sprinkles, and then I'm also going to put some Wink of Stella on here. So I'm going to tap that. You need something hard to tap it on. That's the key. So we're going to add lots of sparkle on this. Can you see it? Can you guys see that sparkling on there? I need to squeeze it a little bit and get some more out, I think. Let me get some scrap paper. This is a brand new one too. Okay, here it comes. Alright, so let's try that one more time. Oh yeah, we got a lot now. Now it's all over my paper. I've got sparkly paper. But it is sparkling everywhere. So look at that. Now we're going to put the bow on. So hopefully I can tie this bow on live TV. I don't know why I'm so nervous tonight. Usually I'm not nervous, but I don't know. Let's see. I want to do a YouTube live instead of a Facebook live. Everybody's been asking me on YouTube to do it on live on there because they're not on Facebook. So I'm going to try that one day, but that really makes me nervous because that would be a lot more people watching. Oh, you missed part of the story? Whoops, I messed that up. Alright. I was talking about the Dollar Tree and I was standing in line and the lady in back of me was waiting forever because the lady was so slow. So I ended up paying for her stuff too. But it was only, you know, like $6. So it wasn't a whole lot, but it made her day, so that was a nice thing. So I feel like if you're ever in a situation where you see somebody who, you know, doesn't even need help, but if you just want to make their day, just do that, you know. Buy them lunch, or, you know, if you're at Starbucks, do that pay it forward thing and start the chain going. This bow is not looking good. Okay, come on now. Got my loop stuck inside of here. Alright, so then you just need to pull it back and forth a little bit. And then you just keep pulling it until you get it how big you want it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Not perfect, but I'm not perfect. I kind of want these loops on top though. But I don't think it's going to work. All right, we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to trim it just a little bit. I need these loops a little bit smaller. Okay. So we're going to put that on with a couple glue dots. And I really miss these glue dots. This is the old pack of glue dots that were on the roll. The new ones are actually like underneath. They're kind of backwards from what they normally were. And I got a new pack and I don't really like it because they're like in the wrong spot. So I keep thinking they're going to be like underneath on the roll and they're not. All right, so we're just going to trim this up a little bit. So it's not hanging off the paper. It's not a gorgeous bow, but it's pretty good. Not as good as Tammy Wilson's. And she doesn't have, I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but she is on Instagram, I think, or on Facebook. I think she has a, well, I know she does have a website, so you can check her website out. Her name is Tammy Wilson, and she's an amazing stamper, and that's where I got the idea from. And I think I am done. I got the inside. We should put some sparkle inside too. Ooh, it's flinging all over. We got it loaded with juice now since I squeezed it. I need to let that dry a little bit. Oh, thanks, Melinda. Oh, whatever happened to the guy I was seeing? Susan says, whatever happened to the guy I was seeing? He was not exactly what I thought he was. He was kind of a boring guy. And after a few dates, it was like, we really didn't have that much in common. So that ended a long time ago. So now I need a new man. But I'm just concentrating on my stamping business because I want to get my YouTube channel going. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. So please share the video if you're on YouTube and like it, comment and all that. And remember, if you leave a comment, you can win the card. So here's my original one and here's that one. See, I do like it better with the blue. Which one do you like better, the blue or the gray shading, the one with the shading on there? Let me know. I know, online dating really does stink. All right, and don't forget, oh, I got a new host code for today, starting today through the 20th. This is the new host code. So if you want to order anything, I would love to have you as a customer. That's my website right there, stampingwithlisa.com. And don't forget, you'll get entered into the drawing for a $50 gift certificate from me or a free mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And also, whoever orders the most this month is going to win a $50 gift certificate. So help me earn that cruise for next year. I'm so close. So I got to get a few more orders. Well, a lot of more orders, but I can do it. I know I can do it. So I would love to have you guys as a customer. Or if you're already my customer, thank you so much. Everybody likes the blue better. I do too. Yeah, I think that definitely makes it prettier. But this one's pretty too. They're both beautiful, but this one is definitely my favorite. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for spending the evening with me for a little while. I'm glad my neighbor didn't come to the door and ruin this video. So you guys have an awesome rest of your weekend, and I'll be back Tuesday with another video. And hopefully I'll have something great for you again with a new technique or something. And please don't forget to share and like and comment and all that good stuff, especially if you're on YouTube. And I'll be back later. See you guys. Bye-bye.